Hello, it's Shantae Brown Sugar Talking in the Black Unicorns. And I'm just waiting for the Instagram live feed or whatever. What the fuck? So today I called to see what's going on with my son. Well, I wouldn't even think that they would even take my son anywhere to anything, to be evaluated for anything. So what they did is they took, when they were stalking me, they took the story of them stalking me and actually tried to say that my son had to be committed to the hospital because they tried to involuntarily put me in the hospital too. So when they were stalking my mom, they had people raising her bills, and then they broke in her house and put poop in some of the beds and stole stuff and all this different stuff. So at that point, it was the McGee family, because two of their sons got out of jail, and they just started harassing my mom. So first they broke into her garage or something like that, and she found out who it was. So it's like, how did they even know that my mom lives there? So they start harassing her. So I guess they'll have past information. So my mom already had stents in her heart. The reason why they would probably know that is I was living in Texas, and I was living in my apartment there. Whatever. I was living in an apartment there, and I was talking on the phone to her when that happened. So that's how they had the information, because they actually, the guy Marcus Boyd, that was Marcus Wayne Boyd, they were recording me inside my apartment, and he could have been hooking up with Marla at the time too. So they had a past stories, and what they'll do is they'll just try to put it in our life right now, and it's not true. Or they'll try to say that we somebody else, or we switching places and all this different stuff. I don't know what I wrote, but whatever it was, they stole it. So now that they stolen everything, they either put it on TV or whatever. So the girl just told me, she said, "Oh my God, that story that she talking about, where they raped a girl and then they tried to leave her, they tried to act like she was crazy." She said, "That's on Netflix right now." So see, they'll try to do that so they can make it seem like my story isn't real. But what they told me today was when they took my son, they have now put him on risperidone. They tried to put me on risperidone the first time that I was put into the hospital. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I guess it's either Marla or it could be Tracy. But what it is that's what they do, y'all. I have no way of getting to my son. None. I have no way of trying to tell my sister what's going on. I have no way. And every day my dad is still trying to do this other stuff too. When do y'all actually sit down and recognize that person was abusing me? And I said that to my dad too. I'm like, that I called you and told you that he was abusing me, and neither one of y'all wanted to help me. He always was, she acting, or she just acting because he saw that I had a resume. But he knew the stories from SIUE and the Sigmas and what they did to me on that campus. So that's why I say it's sex trafficking. So he went to Louisiana. I guess he got it from some guy, and now I'm supposed to be a hoe. That's something else. Why would you try to put me out there as a hoe and you ain't never slept with me? And so it's or that I willingly want to sleep with you. All I'm saying is it's too much. And they'll just take parts of it and just put it on TV. Now this just a new story that's on Netflix. And all that is just people from Netflix still doing the same thing. And so it sounds like, oh my God, maybe she just living. Why would they always think that my life was theirs? You see what I'm saying? Why do you think that it's okay for you to manipulate me and my son's life like that? Why would you put my son on drugs? That's exactly what he told me today. And so all that is evidence of them stalking me 6 years ago. Not only that, it's evidence of them stalking my mom too, with them raising the bills and these people harassing me and trying to follow me and all this different stuff. My mom was a heavy woman. They had no reason to do that to her at all. So, anyway, that's it, y'all. Today, why would they do that? Why? And then everybody acts well, they don't want anything to do with it. And it's but you become a part of it. You see what I'm saying? So even at work, the girl, she'll be in there trying to repeat the story. I went to Cracker Barrel one day. She had Cracker Barrel too with her family for Mother's Day. I didn't went to do. You see, nobody wants to get anything, do anything because they don't know what's really happened or if I did something to hurt somebody or anything. They don't know any of it, and I haven't done anything. So it's like y'all still sitting here just believing shit that's coming out of people's mouth, and you know I haven't done anything to hurt anybody. So why would you go for my son? And that was all it was. It's like, let's get her upset. Let's upset her. Let's make her upset. And that's all y'all been want to do because of Drake. It's like everything got some kind of dumbass connection that don't make no fucking sense. That fraternity stalked me since college, y'all. I sat in that living room and told that motherfucker no. I told them don't come into the house and everything. 4 years later, that man set up a rape. He was a cop, Thomas. So then he becomes a cop. I go down to East St. Louis police station. They trying to put my shit outside of the door. You crazy. You need some help and all this different stuff. Y'all don't have to do that. All I'm trying to do is get away from these people, and that's all y'all do is keep trapping me in their bullshit. It's not worth it to me. None of it. That's all y'all do is abuse people. Like, what the fuck is funny about that? Nothing. Nothing is funny about that. They are doing this shit for real. It's not a joke. Then I'm waking up, my dad's like, get out, all this different stuff. I don't have time for that shit. That shit is not sitting good with me. You want to kill somebody, kill your fucking self because you ain't worth shit. Why would you do something that fucking cruel to anybody? The whole time, all this is jealousy. What are you jealous of? Anyway, that's it. Y'all have actually let these crazy ass people in my life and they won't let it go. It ain't even nothing for them to fucking hold on to. Y'all know that this motherfucker is crazy. Every last one of them, and they'll sit back. Do you have kids? They know. Why? Because you trying to kill them because of a letter I wrote to Oprah? Bitch, get the fuck on with your life. Most of this shit not even fucking worth it. The only thing that's worth it to me is what I was doing, raising my fucking son. That's it. And y'all had to come and destroy that too, and I'm not doing anything to you? I don't give a fuck about y'all. My whole fucking life? The shit that I've been, and then this girl, she telling me that the teacher is set up for it's another story. Somebody wrote a book from her small town. The teacher set it up for her to be sex trafficked and all this shit too. Y'all are sick people. Nobody want to be caught in that shit y'all in. People want to live a regular fucking life. Anyway, it's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns. Just leave me the fuck alone. Give me my fucking son. Get a fucking life.